everyone. Welcome to May We Talk Show. Today is Friday. I'm very glad to invite the VIP guest to my show. His name is Prince Gharios.
Hello. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So can you give me a little bit the introduction of your background, where you're coming from, what you do?
Yeah. Well, I was born and raised in Brazil because my family was exiled by the Ottoman Empire. And the majority of people that used to live until the first war in the northern Arabian Peninsula, which is like today Lebanon and Syria, mostly the Christians migrated to Brazil and countries that were Catholic because we were Christians and the regime of the Ottoman Turks was Muslim. So they killed the Armenians. I think everybody knows that. But they also killed a lot of people from Mount Lebanon. So my family had to flee from there to end up in Brazil. So I represent this 18th century's old dynasty, which is the oldest Christian royal house in the world, the oldest Arab dynasty, royal dynasty in the world. Is still active. So today we are no longer ruling, but we are an international foundation accredited by the United Nations with a special consultative status. We also received recognition from the Lebanese government by presidential decree in 2019, the presidential decree number 5800 2019. And we work with interreligious dialogue. We promote also culture, Middle Eastern culture to the West, and women's rights in terms of to empower women, especially in the area of the Middle East, because we believe that educating women and that's the way to success in all over the world, because everywhere the women are empowered, they are making a difference. So the Royal House today has two arms, which is the Prince Gharios Foundation in Germany and the One Voice Foundation in Lebanon. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And in addition to that, I'm also an international business consultant, and I have production company. My background is in entertainment. I'm a professional, classically trained actor and director. I'm a master of martial arts. I had 3 black belts. I'm an expert in Asian culture too. I teach geopolitics and monarchy course in Portuguese because it's my native language. I'm trying to empower the monarchist movement in Brazil, because when Brazil was a monarchy, it was a very prosperous country, and now with this 100 and some years of republic is not going well. But still I'm apolitical because I cannot be left or right because of my position, but I support unity. I think that we live in a moment that we are divided, so that's my position. So I have no political position, but unifying and compromise and diplomacy and things like that. So that's pretty much my background.
Right. And I was interested about the background of the organization you mentioned about, because, we are a Superstar Art Foundation, and we are a nonprofit organization registered in Texas. And we're also under the regulation of 501c3. And if you look at our website, you will see that we are supporting artist streams in any kind of art form that promoting the humanity, okay, including the world peace, human rights, women rights, children, family, love, So I think we have a similar concept and, a thing. And also your background is from an artist as well. So I'm a
painter also. I forgot to mention that. I'm a painter. Okay. Yeah. Since I was 2 years old.
What do you paint? Color?
Yeah, I paint oil and acrylic. If you go to my website, you see some of my paintings, and I was fortunate enough to gift Pope Francis with one of my paintings. There are pictures there in 2015. From my mother's side, I come from an artistic family because my great grandfather was a maestro. He composed many classical songs and things like that, and he used. My mother told me that I used to sit in his lap. I was 2 years old, and I was drawing like swans. And he said, "Oh my God, this kid is going to be an artist." And so I have, in music, I used to have a band also, professional band. So I'm an artist above everything, because I believe art is a language that we can communicate with everyone without even speaking any language, or we can convey our message through art.
I think the art is a universal language,
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it speaks the soul of a human being. I do oil paint, acrylics myself, and I was a film producer. I've been a few movie projects. My first independent movie, Shadow Days, was screened in the Berlin Film Festival 2014. And I have been invited to the Cannes Film Festival, to be the jury member of some, the awards events. The Superstar Art Foundation, we organize the art shows for the charity purpose. And also we do the Miss Economic World pageant, online pageant, to supporting women artists. That's why I'm inviting you to be the jury member of this event. Yeah, so I think we have a lot to communicate, and hopefully we can support each other, since we're both a nonprofit, because the Art Foundation is for the artists to do the philanthropy and the promoting the art project and do the art related project together. So I hope to build this platform, for all the artists and the philanthropists. Myself come from the financial background, so we can put all the resource investors to connect them to fund the art project. That would be most exciting things for me to do.
Well, that's most needed, because as you probably know very well, that's the problem with artists. Artists are very good in creating things, but not very good in gathering money. And I have this problem too. I have visions for many projects, but when it comes to get investors and sponsors is very hard, and I suffer a lot with that. And I could go a lot further if I had more support, more financial support. So I'm sure you can maybe teach me how to do that.
I would like to share my financial experience and help you to promote the art projects. That's why we need to communicate more on this. Yeah, I think since you come from a loyal family with that background, I think you have a good network, really. But I think you probably need a financial advisor, like me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, somebody like me, has a financial background, so that I can give you advice how you can put your network together and how you make your network to help you to better convey that into a workable project. Because I look at the project in the point of view of an investor. So I know what they're looking for, what kind of project can be funded, that I can give you advice, or we can do this together.
Absolutely. Let's talk about it. I'm open. In this humanitarian field, all help is welcome, because the tasks we have are very gigantic to fight, inequality and ignorance in the world. It's I'm sure you are shocked about all this Asian hate that is going on right now. So, we have to stick together, because we are, soldiers of this humanitarian battles. And I think we have to help each other. I think that's the essence.
Yeah, that's one of the minority rights I'm trying to fight for. Yeah, I do.
Count on me. I'm totally supportive of that. You can go to my social media, you see. And I'm part of my heart is Asian, because since I was very young, I've studied all Asian culture, the Japanese, Tibetan. I'm very since young age. I started with judo. I was 5 years old, so I was in touch with the Asian culture since very young. I speak a little Japanese. I've studied Tibetan Buddhism for 25 years with great masters like Chagdu Tulku Rinpoche. I've met His Holiness Dalai Lama. I'm very, very fond of all kinds of Asian culture and arts, everything. So this is like a very, very important part of my heart. And so Asians are, very, in a very special place in my heart.
Well, thank you for your appreciation. So I think, we are here to help each other. Like I said, we're artists, and I'm a financial background. So I hope I can use my knowledge and use this platform to speak for the voice for the minorities and for the Stop Asian Hate. That's why we made the video, No Racism, No Violence, last year from the Miss Economic World as our annual contribution. I will send you a digital copy of our yearbook from last year Miss Economic World.
Absolutely, with pleasure.
Yeah, and we can always exchange our artworks.
Of course.
Well, anyway, it's very nice talking to you, and thank you for your time. And I will send you more details of the jury members' duties, what you need to do. You probably need to subscribe our YouTube channel and look at the interviews, the performance from all the candidates. And they do have some talent videos. Yeah. Some candidates, very amazing things on their talent video show. And so, let's get them voted, and we will declare their final result at the end of July. So
okay, I'm looking forward.
All right,
it'll be a pleasure.
Okay, nice talking to you. We'll see you next time.